Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, Mama Liz.
Thank you.
Back from the beach.
Yes, I needed that little
That's
getaway.
awesome, bro. You want to tell the audience about your surfing adventure?
I don't know if you guys can see.
They're
Can
gonna
they see?
screenshot. I don't know.
I don't know. You can
It's a
see.
bruise.
Okay.
If y'all can't see, it's a big
So
green and purple bruise.
me and my son took some private surfing lessons, and I thought I was like 21 and I could do it. And Mother Nature, the ocean, the waves, was not very, very nice to me. After like the first 30 minutes of getting like smashed by the fucking ocean, by the waves, I finally got it. And I did okay. Like one of the surfer instructor girls, like she was like, "Oh my God, you did really good." My son was like, he should be a fucking surfer.
Nice. Congrats to him.
So it was definitely fun. If you guys go down to Myrtle Beach, check out Jack's surf lessons or surf club, something like that. And as for Kevin, amazing instructor. He's traveled the world, has won, I think, 3 or 4 competitions
nice.
surfing. Great. It's such a great team there. It was a great experience. Definitely would do it again.
That's what's up. Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
Jack's Surf Club.
Yep.
And as for Kevin.
Yep.
Welcome to episode 28 of the Men Lie, Women Lie, and All Flowers Die podcast. Your lovely host, Mama Les. And today we're going to discuss relationships at work and relationships within religion. But before we do that, let's get to some current events. So where were they at that this thing happened? It was like an award show, Megan Good and them?
Yeah, I don't recall where it was, but I watched the little clip
Yeah.
over and over just because I was like, all right, let me see if that hug was really that bad. Number one, even like the tone was super friendly. Like he was like, hey, she's like, oh my God.
But maybe it was too friendly.
And then he hugged her and picked her up. He didn't spin her around.
I could have sworn he spun around.
I mean, unless no, because I saw even the part that he put her down.
Yeah.
And her man, what's his name? I think he just like got a case or something, right? For beating his ex or something like that.
Yeah, he was in Creed.
Damn, what was fuck.
Let me look it up.
And he kind of like was like digging into something in his bag and like looked up and then looked down again.
Oh, Jonathan Major.
Yes. I think just the way she reacted, like it was like, oh my God, like it didn't seem anything.
But that's
I don't think he held her too long.
All right, so for anyone who doesn't know, there was an event. It might have been an award ceremony, it might have been an after party, but there was like some type of event that Megan Good and her boyfriend, Jonathan Major, and they've been together for not that long, mind you.
Like a year, I think?
Maybe like a year.
Yeah.
And they were there together, and Michael Ealy arrived, and apparently him and Megan Good are old friends. I don't know if they're
they've done
exes,
movies together.
Right? They've definitely done
like
movies.
that. Yeah. I don't know.
But they're
about-
friends.
Yeah.
That's as far as we know. And he arrived, and he's a smooth-looking brother. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, I could see, right, if I'm a dude and I see Michael Ealy,
so he
yeah,
arrived,
I'ma
and
feel some
Megan
type
Good
of way,
gets
though.
souped. This is how I felt. All right, so let's look at it.
Okay.
Let's look at it through two different eyes, right? As a man,
uh-huh.
Jonathan Major's there with his girl, and Michael Ealy arrives with his light eyes and shit.
Tan skin,
Nigga
light
glowing
eyes,
like fucking
you
the
know,
Last
like
Dragon.
he's not even walking, he's gliding
Yeah,
through.
he's floating. And Megan Good got real souped in my version. Megan Good got souped like, oh, Michael Ealy. And she jumps into his arms and he hugs her and he spins her around.
He
and
doesn't
he puts
spin
her down.
her around.
This is what I saw.
Oh,
This is
geez.
my version. And he puts her down, and her man, Jonathan Major, is there at the side, and it's mad awkward because he's fumbling through his bullshit man purse, like, nigga, what are you looking for? And his girl's just getting spun around and kissed on the neck and shit.
So my version is...
Which is probably the real version, the realer version.
So she's standing next to her man, and there's like another couple next to, I think it's like a rapper or something like that, and someone else. And she sees her old co-worker / friend, and probably hasn't seen him in a while, right? They live like a very fast life, right, in this entertainment industry. And she's like, oh my God. And he comes and he's like, oh shit, you know, and picks her up.
That's mad excitement,
and puts her down. And of course, her man is like fumbling through his
Yeah,
purse.
awkwardly.
Right?
For no reason.
But
What are
of
you
course,
looking for?
if you see him, like, he was probably like, damn, yo, he's fucking hot.
I wish you would
Like,
hug me.
yeah, like, can you hug me? Now, the only thing that was a little like, for me, was that Michael did not say hello to him.
Immediately. He did go back and give
I
him
don't know.
dap. I saw
he,
later in the video.
Okay, the part that I saw, he didn't. He said hello to the other two, and
Yeah,
then they
he
took
skipped
a
'em.
picture. Then they
After
took
the
a
picture, he said,
okay,
like,
I
he
didn't
gave
see
him
after
that.
the picture.
Yeah,
The video
yeah.
that I saw,
But
it ended
that was
there.
fucked up.
Right. But maybe they never
that's-
met. I mean, that was Megan's job to be like, hey, this is.
That was Megan's
know?
job, to mush Michael Ealy and be like, yo, you can't pick me up and swing me around with my man right here, and then introduce him.
It's Michael Ealy. Like,
Ain't no mushing.
dude,
no
have you
mushing,
looked at
a
the
lot of
man?
pushing.
Like,
So I want to talk about, and we're going to give another example. If you're with your partner and y'all are out and about and you see someone you know, whether an old friend or let's say you see an ex, what is the interaction like?
so
Or what should it be like?
I think it depends on your man. And I actually dated someone who he won't give other women a kiss on the cheek. He feels like it's a disrespect to the person that he's with.
That I like that. Kanye is similar. He won't touch other women.
And we had spoke about that early on. So I already knew, like, if he's going to show me that level of respect, right, then I'm going to be respectful as well, right?
Yeah.
Because if he's not doing it because he thinks it's disrespectful, if I go and do it, what am I doing? I'm disrespecting him, right? So anytime I would say, hi, hey, how are you, unless one of my girlfriends.
Well, that don't count.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't think there's anything,
What if it's an ex?
I think a hi, how are you?
Not a spinning hug?
No.
No, I don't think so either. I think that's
No.
crazy.
No.
So to go back to what you just said, Kanye West doesn't touch other women because he's married. So if you ever see a picture of Kanye West with a female, there's space. You know what I'm saying? And I always thought that was like super respectful of his partner, and I admired that. Another example of something like this, the hug, just disrespectful, bro. When Alicia Keys was performing at Super Bowl, no, I'm sorry, it was actually Usher's performance, and
Yeah.
Alicia Keys came out to perform "My Boo" with him, which is my jam.
Of course it is.
Well, I can't like a little song.
Oh, of course you can. I think it was everybody's jam at one point.
Yeah, exactly. So during the performance, she's singing, and Usher comes from behind her and hugs her. And while he's hugging her, they
He's
do
like-
the little like little reggae grind, the wine
Yeah,
for me.
I think that
And he
one
held
was a
on
little
at
bit
like
more,
3 seconds.
Yeah, 3 seconds too long.
3 seconds is too long for another man's penis to be in your girl's butt area within this hug dance combo.
That one was a little bit like I was like, but they also live a different type of life. Like
Right.
it gave people something
It's
to talk
entertainment
about.
and it's a stage show. And I don't know, I always think like if you date an actress and she has to do a sex scene, you can't get mad. She's on the job. That's part of
Right.
the, like you hope she's not fucking wet doing it or loving it, but you have to accept that. I suppose. I don't know. I've never dated
Unless
an
it's
actress.
Michael Ealy.
Unless it's Michael Ealy. Michael Ealy.
Then you gotta accept it. And expect it and accept it.
And watch.
And watch.
From the sidelines. But no, you can't get mad at certain things. But that performance could have happened without that hug. So if Swiss had
Absolutely.
been upset, I would have understood. But he was super cool about it. But I have an underlying reason why I think he was cool about it.
Why?
And I think because when Swizz got with Alicia, he was married to Mashonda. And Alicia Keys kind of got dragged through the mud as a homewrecker,
Okay.
through the tabloids and whatever, media and shit. And he was with her while she was going through this negative press storm. And he probably saw what it did to her. you know how it affected her. And I think had he reacted negatively to the Usher thing, it wouldn't have affected him as much as it might have affected her. Like the press probably would have tried to blame her somehow.
But how? Like, she was standing there.
'Cause that's
he
what
came up
society
from
does. They
behind.
blame the
What is she
women.
gonna do? Turn around and push him in the middle of a fucking live performance?
That's the thing.
Like,
You're
that's
married.
part of
You
their-
do whatever the fuck you got to do. You could have pushed them off. Not saying
Listen.
this is what I think. I think this is what society would have tried to push on her. Like you could have moved up. You could have walked. Took 2 steps up. Something. You could have did whatever. Turned around, whatever. And he didn't want her to go through that. So he was just like, nah, it's cool. It's art. It's
Or he has a lot of confidence and he's like,
that
Usher,
too.
Usher ain't got shit on me.
Possibly. I mean, it is Usher. Usher's a
No.
multiple decade sex
I would
symbol.
take Swiss Beats over Usher any day.
Yeah.
Now, if
Swiss
it's
don't
like
got no muscles, yo.
it doesn't matter.
He don't got one muscle
He
on him.
don't.
God bless him, Swiss said, I love you.
If it was like a Chris Brown,
Chris Brown is...
That's
Go meet Chris
different.
Brown. He's doing meet and greets.
I'm not paying $1,000. I mean, Chris
He'll
will fly.
take a
but-
picture with you like that, hugging your
However,
butt.
however,
However you want.
however you
That's
want.
not
I'll
worth
take a picture.
$1,100?
No.
How
sorry.
about if it
Chris,
was-
Chris don't need my money.
How about if it was my man, the cop? $1,100 for the butt hug?
No.
Why not?
Please.
He got to pay you.
He has to pay me exactly.
All right, so back to if you're out with your partner and you see your ex, do you introduce him?
Yeah, I would.
All right,
I would.
before you answer that question, does it depend on the ex and how the relationship went and how the relationship ended?
Well, right. If it ended on bad terms, I'm
You're not gonna
probably
say hi
not
to
going to
them
acknowledge
anyway.
anyway, right? But if it was something, or whatever, like even if it ended on bad terms, but then we've gotten
Settled
past
it,
it and we've
yeah.
seen each other in the past, like bumped into each other and have said hello, absolutely I will. I don't ever want my man to feel like I'm.
Do you tell him
Do I tell him what?
that's your ex?
Afterwards, right? Like.
All right, no, just
Like if my ex just comes up, like, oh, hey, listen, this is my boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. This is whatever his name is. And then keep moving and be like, hey, by the way.
that's my ex.
Yeah.
And what if he like, why the fuck you introduced me? No, don't do that, guys.
No. I mean, that would just be
That would be
stupid.
crazy. You know who I respect very much? There's a video online of J. Cole, and he bumped into Big Sean and Janae at a basketball game. And he goes up to say what's up to them, and he daps up Big Sean, regular dude shit. And then he just daps up Janae like, psh, and he keeps it moving. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of like more of an appropriate way to handle that type of situation, I think. Just treat the girl like a homie. Just give her some dap and keep it moving. You don't need to hug her.
I think every situation's a little different. I think it depends how long that situation has. Is it the first time you're bumping into this person, right? Like, there's like a
Depending
lot
on
of
the
different.
past relationship.
Yeah, like I'll give an example, and if he's watching this, he's probably gonna get mad. But
Ooh, it's about to get spicy.
I was no. I was eating at a restaurant, right? And the person I was dating was sitting in front of me. I'm sitting here, and it's like a local restaurant, right? Nothing crazy. And somebody walks in with like a hoodie. Mind you, I hadn't seen this person in like a year and a half.
And y'all
right?
have history?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was. And the person that I'm with is the person I'm dating, but he knows the past history. And first time, and it was a very toxic relationship that I was in, right? So when he walked in and he pulls down his hoodie, like I froze, right? And I'm like, can we go? So he's like, okay. He had no idea. He's never seen him before, never nothing.
He didn't question the can we go?
So hold on. So when we got up and we walked out, I was like, hey, that was so and so. And he was like, oh shit. And I loved his reaction though. He was like, are you okay? How do you feel? Right? And and I was like,
But
no,
wait,
like I was just shocked. So he was like, and he also has an ex, right? He's like, listen, this is gonna happen, right? Like, especially like the first time, right? Like we had just started going out in public, right? Where people were seeing us. He was like, it's gonna happen, right? Now he's like, it may be me that sees my ex and you're there, right? And I don't know how I'm gonna react. So I really respect the way he responded. He didn't get mad. He was like, "Are you okay?"
But I like that he respected enough to just go when you
Yeah.
said, "Can we go?" Like,
Well, he noticed something was wrong with me.
Right.
Like he's like, "Yo, your whole
that's
face
good
changed."
though.
Like
He
you
was
know.
paying attention
Yeah.
to you and your emotional reaction, and you
Yeah.
really didn't have to say much other than "Can we go?"
And it wasn't anything like, "Oh my God, I saw him and I like my heart." No, it was just like, it was
like
such
shock.
a toxic relationship. Like I didn't even want to be in that same space with him. Like I was just like, I need to get out of here.
Yeah. Well,
And-
props to
and-
that brother,
Yeah,
whoever he was.
yeah,
that was
yeah.
a really good
no,
reaction
he was very
to
mature about it, and I
to a
love.
tricky situation.
And he was just like, like, how do you feel? Are you okay? And I'm like, oh, I love you.
And then you dumped him.
I didn't tell him.
Mad loving and caring and protective, and then she dumped him. Shout out to whoever that poor brother is. I'm trying to think if
Did
I've
you ever
ever
have
been
that?
in a similar situation. I don't think I've ever. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever been out and seen an ex and had to introduce him. I don't recall. Damn.
I think that's probably like the only
You don't have
time.
exes.
Oh, that's right. You don't
Maybe.
have exes.
I don't have exes.
You
Actually.
just have homegirls.
Maybe. Both of y'all. I know one time I walked into a room and I had history with like 80% of the females in the room. And I was like, yo, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Joe, how do you
I
even?
was like, yo, what is this party?
How do you
right
even
here?
react? Like I would walk in and be like, "Fuck."
I was with my girl at the time. And I remember I told my man, and I was like, yo, I got to get the fuck out of here, dude. It was Christmas, actually. It was like a Christmas gathering. And I think it was 5 girls that I had history with 4 of them in one room. And I was like, no, I'm out, kid.
How did you even stay there long enough to? Yeah, you could say something. She's like, "Can
I
I?"
saw a TikTok the other day, right? This
Uh-huh.
girl had a birthday party for her boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
She took his phone.
Oh,
and
no.
She invited everyone that was on his phone as close friend, cousin, whatever. He walked in and it was a bunch of girls.
Of his girls?
Girls that he was messing with. Oh, this is McDonald's right here, and this is Pizza Hut right here,
Oh,
and this is your
my.
cousin
Oh, she
right
did that
here,
shit on
and they're all
purpose,
like
yeah.
this, waiting in the room, like you know.
Busted. That's what you get for trying to be a fucking player.
Well, you can't be a player, bro. I didn't say it
Come
was all
on.
at the same
Who
time.
stores McDonald's on their phone? If I see that shit is like a red flag right there.
McDonald's.
What do you
That's the first
store-
person I'm.
What do you store them under?
I don't store it. I store them under their name.
Delivery.
If I see
If
Pizza
you have a
Hut,
boyfriend,
if I see like
what do you store the other guys under in your
what
phone?
other guys?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't have other guys.
Oh, all right. Just checking.
Gym 1, Gym 2.
Gym buddy.
It's not
I'm
funny.
going to the gym. Gym 1, Gym 2.
What do you store them under?
I don't cheat.
Because you don't have relationships. Of course you don't cheat.
That's an ugly narrative because I've had many relationships. I have.
How long ago?
That's not fair because my last relationship was 8 years, and after the final breakup, I've needed time to recover and regroup, and it hasn't
All right.
been that long.
Listen, we all know that he's cheated because you've said it.
I've said that on this show? I don't think so.
Not on this
All right.
show today.
not on this episode. Anyways, all right, maybe not cheated because maybe they were just homegirls, right?
Correct.
But you've had multiple women at the same time, right? And I think you have said you've cheated. Okay, now
I've
that I'm
cheated,
thinking
I've
back.
cheated.
Okay.
I've cheated.
So what have you stored those side pieces as? McDonald's?
Not McDonald's.
Dos Amigos?
Mad obvious. No, because I would never call Dos Amigos.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you have something
It
stored at
depends. It
McDonald's,
depends on their name.
That's the first person
It depends
I'm
on
calling.
their name, right? So if her name is Laura,
Uh-huh.
then she's getting stored as Larry. And if her name is Bianca, then she's gonna be Billy or some shit, or Bobby or something.
I mean, you ain't have no friends named Billy.
You don't know all my friends. That's when you got a new friend. Yo, that's my friend from the army 30 years ago. That nigga's in Texas somewhere. Why he got a 201 number? I don't know. You're asking too many questions. Get out of my phone. But that was in my younger days. I'm now a one-woman man, a very committed, loving relationship type of guy, you know what I'm saying? Marriage type of guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jess, are you listening to all of this?
Jess!
Are you listening?
I missed you so much.
I'm listening. I'm listening. So what do you think about
I have a confession to make. I almost
Okay,
hit
go
Jess
ahead.
with a little emoji the other day, but I didn't, out of respect to Mama Les.
You
know
follow
what I'm
her?
saying? No, I don't.
So what do you mean you hit her with a
It was on the
emoji?
It was on the on the pod page. Yo, you saw her face right now?
I'm like, yo, you follow her?
No, I don't. I wouldn't. I have mad respect for you, Mama Les. That's why I don't do
So then
such
what do you
things.
mean?
It was on the pod page, and
So you saw her story on the podcast page.
I was doing
I need to
working
tell her.
on the podcast
Jess.
page.
Jazz.
I'm gonna
Listen,
edit
Jazz.
this version. I'm
No.
gonna edit this portion out.
Jazz,
I'm
if
gonna
you
edit this
see
portion
men
out.
lie, women lie, watching your story. It's not me. It's not Dolly. It's this guy right here.
Yo, what? That's what stories are for, to be watched.
Unfollow the page.
Are they
Jessica.
not created?
Remove men lie, women lie as a follower.
Yo, why you trying to kill our fan base?
That-
Wow,
One
you see?
follower is not going to
You
kill
see,
us.
you can't.
Won't make us or
You
break
can't
us.
mix business and.
You
and
definitely
pleasure.
cannot. No, absolutely not. Not family and business.
I'm
Absolutely
not.
Yeah, no. Jessica.
See, I'm
I
so
got you,
respectful that
sis.
I confessed to you and you attacked me for it, and I didn't even
not-
do
I'm not
what
attacking
I
you. I'm telling my
confessed.
sister what her next step is.
Yo, Jess, don't let your sister tell you what to do, bro. For real, okay? Don't go out like that. Rebel. Do the opposite.
She is the middle child.
Even better.
Gonna kick you in the face right now.
Oh shit, violence, damn.
All right. So what do you think about, like, let's say you're dating someone, right? You're in a relationship with someone, and they
Yes.
have their exes as friends on social media. Because I know that's a problem
touchy,
for like
yo.
a lot of
Um,
people.
I have exes on social media,
Well, you're not-
so I don't know. Honestly speaking, as a man who is not 100% healed and perfect, it would bother me somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Because that was an ex, and regardless of if y'all broke up 10 years ago and y'all cool or y'all not cool, y'all have history and y'all have done things that would bother a man to think about. So that would bother me, yeah.
I agree.
I wouldn't like that.
I think to me that's kind of leaving the door a little bit open.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure.
It might be like the slightest little bit.
But
but
with
you're
the wind
leaving
blows,
that-
that's just gonna shoot.
That I agree.
So yeah,
I
I don't like that. But that would be hypocritical of me to enforce that on her without also abiding by that. You know what I'm saying? So if I got with a female that's Puerto Rican and probably blonde and cute, you know what I mean? And she was to be like, yo, no exes, I would totally respect that because I'll be treating her with the utmost respect and love. And, you know, if that bothered her, I would change that behavior immediately and eternally. Know what I'm saying?
It's funny because I dated somebody, right? And one time he posted like a story of us or a picture of me or something. I don't remember what it was. And one of his exes DM'd and was like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you," whatever. So, you know, he comes all like willy-nilly, like,
to
"Oh,
show you,
to tell me,"
and you
and
hated
I'm like,
it.
"No,
Why
I'm
are
a
we so
fucking
dumb?
woman.
I've
I'm
done
a
that.
woman, and I know exactly what she's trying to do."
I've done that,
So
yo.
I was like, "No, this is," you know, and I told him what it is, and he was, you know, acting all like naive and shit.
No, he wasn't acting. We're just
I get
dumb,
it.
bro.
Yes, right. He was like, "Oh shit." Then afterwards, he told me, he's like, "You know what? Like, I see where you were coming from," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Dude, us women are like, yo, when we want something, we're
Y'all
gonna
get it.
find our way.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna find our way out. We don't care who."
As the hunted,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Y'all are conniving and mischievous and manipulative.
And I'm like, she ain't fucking happy.
And we'll get
She
what
ain't
y'all
fucking
want.
happy. Oh, you found somebody. No, she's not fucking happy.
No, that was the temp check.
Yeah. to see
what his reaction would be like.
was,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. To see if he was with
And
it.
I'm like, why did you respond? Because he put like, thank you or whatever. I'm like, why did you respond?
Because he's dumb.
Why?
And he's a man.
And he's like, because, like, what? No.
You know what it is too? When
No.
men are not used to being chased, they're not aware of when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? So when that happened, he just was on some dumb man shit. Like, oh, she's just being
no.
nice. And
No, I think you guys
saw
act
through the
naive
manipulation.
sometimes.
Well, sometimes we want to get caught. Not in the affair, but by the hunter. You know what I'm saying?
Then leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, but
Go
we
get
want
caught.
our cake and eat it too. We want 2 cakes.
Nah.
Not
See,
me.
now you're gonna
men,
piss me off.
former men.
Now you're gonna piss me off. I'm gonna be like, what were you trying to do?
All right, let's move on to a different subject. Let's move on to relationships at work. And whether that's a good idea or not, which we don't have to waste time. I'll tell you right now, that's a terrible idea.
Terrible.
And the different facets. Have you ever worked with your boyfriend?
No. So, at least in my career, I've dated people. My ex-husband actually worked for the same company. We never worked in the same location, so we never worked together. We just worked for the same company.
Right.
I've never dated someone that works in my same location, because then that would mean that I'm dating one of my employees.
Okay. Which is
I'm
a
not
no-go.
doing that. That is.
But let's say y'all were on
absolutely fucking
equal levels.
Yeah, my ex-husband was the same position as me, just in a different location.
No, but I mean in the same building.
We can't. That doesn't exist. Like, I'm the top of the top.
Hypothetically, imaginarily speaking.
No, I think it's too much conflict of interest.
Not
too
only
much,
that,
like,
I think it's too
it's
much
very
time
hard.
together.
You know what? I used to think that, like, and I think I had mentioned this couple in the past, Jasmine and Chris.
My boy Chris, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
And
so
Jazz, shout out to both
they
of them.
they were in high school together. They worked at the same location after work. They went to college together, had the same classes, like, and I used to be like, yo, how do you not get sick of each other, right? And now I'm like, yo, like, they're just perfect. Like,
Yes,
they
but
never
they
got
might
sick
be
of
the
each
exception.
other.
Or they might be the anomaly.
Yeah,
or they
they
might
might.
be the
They
low
might.
percentage of people
They
that
might.
can be together 20 plus
Yeah.
hours a day.
Like,
I've seen couples that work together and obviously live together, and it doesn't do them good. It fucks them up because it's, they just wake up together, go to work together, be at work together, ride home together,
Nah, like,
dinner,
what if
and
you're,
then
like,
go to
mad at
sleep
each other?
together.
I don't know. I'm thinking of, like, at least in my job, right? It's very interactive. Like, it's not like you're in one office and I'm in another office. That's not how. So, I just can't.
You would spend a lot of time
Oh,
together
absolutely.
and then go home and
And
be together.
I would be like, I have nothing to fucking talk to you about.
Yeah.
Like, what do you talk about
I
when you
would
see somebody
vote that
all
no.
day? It's just like when you talk to somebody all day, right?
Every
I
day.
mean,
I'm not with that. Have I said this before on the show?
yes,
Yo, we
no,
don't need to talk
I
every
am-
day.
No, I need to hear from my man every day.
No, but hear from him, yeah. Contact, yeah, because you want to make sure he's alive, and y'all want to make. I
Not
wanna
just
make
like,
sure.
hey, I'm alive. No, like, hey, how's your day? What's up? You know, like,
That's small talk. That's okay, because throughout the day you should be doing that. Small messages. I mean, like long.
I want to see my man every day
conversation.
too.
Oh, but you're a very loving partner.
I mean, right? Unless I have my son and he hasn't been introduced to my son, then obviously, right, that time with my son is with my son. But if you've already met my son, and if you've already met my son, that means that you're a big deal in my life. So I want to see you
Every
every
day,
day.
every single day.
every day
But when will you miss him?
when I'm at work.
What do you have to miss?
What do you have to miss? I don't know. I don't fucking miss nobody. Nah. All right. What about that's you live with your partner and you work with your partner. So we're both gonna vote negative on that
Yeah.
because that's
Not
too
only that, but
much.
like, how do you deal? Like, what about if you guys are beefing?
I mean,
like, how do
I
you-
think eventually you're gonna be beefing because y'all spending too much time together.
So then, how do you just like ignore that at work because you have to. You can't bring that into work, right?
That's what's gonna cause.
That's just gonna fuel
problems.
me up for when I get out. I'm gonna be like, ah.
Yeah, it's gonna elevate the problems, and then it might cause problems at work. Maybe now you can't focus. You're not doing your job or something, or you're spending time arguing, or whatever the case may be. It's gonna have a
Or
negative
what if somebody
impact.
is buying him coffee, and now, like how we talked in that last episode?
Yeah. Work wifey.
No, you can't have a work wifey if you work with your wifey.
Who said? you might be a smooth. Michael Ealy probably got
Like, that's different. That's
3
Michael
wifeys
Ealy.
at
That's
work.
Michael Ealy. Okay, that's different.
I think you
Listen,
can pull it off.
when you tan with light eyes, you could probably do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm gonna get contacts, yo.
You're not tan, you're white.
I'm tanner than your ass.
Actually, no.
I'm still tanner.
Listen,
And I ain't
but
even
it's
been to the beach or
summertime.
nothing.
Stop it.
But that's just this arm. Don't ask this other arm.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
little retarded arm.
No, that's like my leg. Look.
Yeah,
I still
damn,
haven't
this
been
one
able to
don't
even it out.
tan. I'm
What
gonna go.
happened?
This is the car window arm. This nigga gets sun all day and night. This poor guy over here. Because I don't get to be a passenger prince. I don't got nobody to drive me around.
I'm
So I
actually
stick my
gonna
arm
give
out
you
the window.
guys. I'm gonna order you one. Dolly, I'm gonna order you one too. And Instagram, between TikTok and Instagram, they're gonna leave me broke, right? So there's this thing called, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's called like Brunei, and it's like a Australian tanning thing. Dolly, when you were like, oh, you got really dark, that's
It's because of that, Brunei?
because if you look like 2 episodes before, I'm like pale as shit,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And now, like, I can't show you tan lines, right? But
You went to
dude,
the beach, so it worked.
No, yeah, but I normally turn like red. Like I would have been here looking like a lobster. And this thing has, so you put it on, and it's like I don't even know. It's like a liquid, like a brown. It looks like Coca-Cola.
It might be.
But it's
Coca-
not.
They say if you
Yes,
rub Coca-Cola
I know. When
on
I
you,
was
you
younger,
tan
that's what we
good.
used to use. But it's not because it doesn't smell like it. But you put it on, and it's like oily, right? But then you put your sunblock over because it doesn't contain any oil. Dude, you turn like bronze like this. You do not turn red. And I turn red. No matter what, I turn red.
No.
Nope.
No?
Nope. It's a little pricey, but it is so worth
you
it.
treating,
And it's
so
like a
come
little
on.
bottle. Yeah, because I'm like almost done with mine, so I'm gonna order the
Oh,
3-pack,
alright.
and I'm gonna give it to you guys.
We in there.
Because you need to.
Yeah, I need to even
tan
it out
that.
because
So Brunei, I think it's pronounced Brunei. Go
there's
check
not
it
a
out.
paid ad.
It's not.
But if y'all do want to pay us,
sponsorship, I should have brought the little
Yeah,
bottle in because
at
look,
least.
look, nice little
There you
golden
go.
legs. All right, back to.
I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, okay. So you won't work with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
How about if you are at work single? You're single now at
Mm-hmm.
work, and there's interest with a coworker. Your situation is
Not
weird
my
because you're the
situation,
boss,
yeah,
and you
I
won't
can't,
deal
I
with your
won't.
underlings.
I will not.
But let's
But
say it was
I know of situations, right,
yeah.
where there has been that. But if it was another, I mean, this is the job I've been doing for so long, so I can't even picture. Right? What about you? Because you're asking me.
What about me?
But let's talk about you because
I hate when she does that. We don't want to talk about me.
I can't answer that because I've been at this job for like almost 20 years already, right? So that's all I know. And I know that I will not date one of my employees. That's not
Well,
happening.
I can't date my employees either.
Right, but you work in a larger
Field.
right.
Or
So
environment.
that there's more people that may not directly report to you. In my situation, anybody that's at that location reports directly to me. So
No, it's still no. I've
you-
interacted with coworkers in the past. I would not say dated, but
Were they
we've
your homegirls?
interacted. They were my home employees. Nah. No, they were my coworkers, and we hung out or whatever. But I wouldn't be able to have a public relationship with a coworker, specifically an employee, someone that reports to me. Absolutely not. But if someone on my same level, I wouldn't do it because of that work thing, and it would mess up the relationship, in my opinion. I think you need that space and that time apart to miss each other, and working together is just too much time together. And then go home together, and then what y'all gonna talk about? Work? Y'all just went through it together, like.
I don't know. If I worked at a different job now, I'm needy. So like if I worked at a different job where it was like my equal in the same location, I don't know. I might like it.
You don't think you would ever get sick of them?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know. But if I would like to say no,
But you don't know.
but I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot for me. But we're very different.
What about dating up in your,
Would I?
or have you?
Have I? No. That smells really good. I think I might have had the opportunity to, and I didn't take it. For whatever reason. Would I? I mean, how up is she? She's up? Like, she gonna give me a promotion and bring me up and shit with her? Is she gonna be my sugar mama?
I don't know, but I feel like that could also be career suicide, right? Like if you think
If
about
it goes bad, yeah.
If it goes bad, right? Like just like they could make you,
They
could break you. So I don't
But
know.
it
Is it
depends.
worth it?
I don't know. It depends, right?
I don't know.
Sometimes, you gotta. A wise man once said,
Who's this wise man?
Beanie Siegel, rapper extraordinaire from Philly, I love you. He says, sometimes you gotta do what you do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do so that you can do what you wanna do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if the CEO of a billion-dollar company wants to use me for a few months and billion-dollar me up,
And then when things don't work out,
it don't matter because now I'm billion-dollar up.
You're not gonna be $1 billion up.
Whatever.
From
If
being
I'm
like the
upper,
low man on the totem pole.
I'm not the lowest man on the totem pole. Thank you.
I'm not saying
But
you. I'm just saying.
If she puts you in positions and you use them properly and you network
You're right,
properly and
and
you
you make
build
the right
your
connections
right, then
and-
you
yeah,
technically don't need her anymore because she got you into the doors that you needed to get into.
Right, you just may not be able to continue with that company, but if you've made outside
Right, but
connections,
if you've used that time wisely.
right. But what if she hasn't brought you out like that? What if you are just like her homeboy?
Well, what are the benefits
You
of
know?
being her homeboy? Is she just using me for my body? Because
Yeah.
that's very unfair, and I have feelings. You don't know that, and
You know, and
I
maybe she'll
have
throw
many
you a
feelings.
little extra something for your bonuses or something.
What's the
Work out
what's the
extra
price? What
hours.
do we?
I
We gotta
don't
negotiate
know.
because if it's gonna be that kind of relationship and she's gonna be satisfied, then I need to be satisfied as well, and my satisfaction might not come through her.
Right, but then when
might
it comes to
come
an end,
to from
you
a
haven't made
financial.
any connections. You haven't.
But if
you
she's
know?
financially taking care of you enough that you can now do what you want to do, maybe start a business or something, you never know. Yo, these
Right.
old sugar mamas probably hitting brothers off with 20 racks a time or something.
Why do they have to be old? Why can't they be?
I've never met a young sugar mama.
Fucking CEO.
Why? Because I've never met one. If you know one, send her this way. You know what I'm saying? Because Jesus. So
All right,
no,
all right.
no dating up yet. What about if you are working with your partner and y'all break up? Have you ever had to go through a
That's
breakup
good.
at work?
Yeah, actually, I mean, not like, oh, we're breaking up, like
Not
text.
the
or anything,
actual
you know what
breakup
I mean?
at work, but you had to go to
Yes.
work while you were going
Yeah.
through a breakup.
Actually, during my divorce.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's so funny because at the time, my boss, like our regional leader, was a male, right?
Mhm.
And he came in one time and he's just, and I'm trying to focus on my job, doing what I gotta do. And he's like, hey, Liz, what's wrong? I turned around, I was like, I cried. And afterwards, I was so embarrassed. I apologized, because I'm like, I'm so sorry. But he gave me the best advice, like coming from a man, right? And was like, listen, and he was so understanding and gave me the best advice. And I was just like, like I think it was just like the right, like it needed to happen. I needed
Yeah.
to hear that.
Can you
coming
share the
from
advice?
No, because
Just
I
in
don't.
case a listener is going
Yeah,
through.
yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
yeah,
reword
yeah.
it? Or give us the basic thought of the advice? I'm saying because there's
Yeah,
probably a
like,
girl going through a breakup right now. She needs
it
help.
was. So it was actually. He just confirmed everything that I already knew, right?
Uh-huh.
And I already and was just like confirmed, like, dude, you're way better than this. And coming
Yeah.
from an outside party that had nothing to do with the situation, didn't even know the situation,
Right.
right? At all. And for him to confirm what I already knew, was all I needed.
You know, we often need that confirmation, right? So I don't know if I've spoken about my mentors here on this show, but I have a mentor, a specific mentor named Milton, who I love very much, and we've been in contact lately. And every time I have a big decision to make, I call him, and he always tells me the same thing. He's like, "Yo, you know the answer.
Right.
You're just calling me to confirm
Sometime-
your
yeah,
answer."
yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah, but I need the confirmation." So sometimes you just need someone to confirm.
Which is not a good thing, right?
whatever
Because
it
that
is.
kind of means we need that outside validation.
But because you're getting it from this specific trusted person.
Right, but we should trust ourselves enough.
Yeah, but if you don't.
But we should, right? And that's what we should be working towards, right? Where we don't need the outside world to tell us that what we're doing is correct or whatever. Right?
Yes.
You should know, like, if your gut is telling you, just believe it.
But you're not
Believe
reaching
it.
out to the outside. Like, I understand what you're trying to say, and I agree, but you're not reaching out to the outside world. You're reaching out to a specific individual.
Yeah, but it's different. Like,
who
I
you
feel like
trust
now,
very
I
much.
feel like I'd rather reach out to someone I trust to kind of give me maybe a different perspective, to look at it a different way, than for someone to confirm what I already know.
But if what
because
you
it-
already know is the right answer.
No,
There is no
right.
other
So then
perspective.
I don't want to feel like I have to hear it from someone else. If I hear something from someone else that gives me a different perspective, I'm like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? When I hear when I hear the same thing, and I'm like, damn, like I already knew that. Like I should just trust myself.
Yes, but until you reach that point, it's good to have someone to call.
It's always good to have someone to
Yeah.
call, right?
And when you reach that point, you'll still call them, just that you'll already know the decision and what you're going to do. I would still call them just because I call them no matter what. You know what I mean? But I think that's
Yes.
the beauty of having mentors. And I think that this new generation is lacking mentorship. And I don't know if they're so accepting to it, but it's really good to have someone
Absolutely. And everything for your
to answer
personal
your
life,
questions,
for your career.
that knows a little,
for-
that been
yeah.
around the block a couple more times than
Yep.
you, and knows a little better, and can push you in the right direction or steer you off the wrong direction.
Right. And I mean, this, to me, I feel like it should be someone that has, for example, if I'm looking, let's say it's for my career, right? And I want to be a CEO.
Mm-hmm.
My mentor, I want it to be someone that's already there,
Right.
right? Instead of, my mentor shouldn't be someone that's on my same level.
Right.
What are you going to mentor me at? You're not there, right?
Exactly.
Just like we
They
shouldn't be giving
should.
relationship advice because we're not there.
Well, then we wouldn't have a show.
We're giving the what not to do's. We
you
can't
might
give
be. I give mad good advice, and if you follow my advice, you'll be happily married within 60 days.
having home girls. Don't take anybody on dates.
That's wrong. I'm actually looking very forward to dating and taking very specifically chosen female on dates. But
Let me know. I can give you some amazing dating places to take.
I
the
appreciate
person
that. I
that
don't need
are-
it, but
that
I'd
are-
appreciate that.
What do you mean you don't need it? Everybody needs it.
I know mad
I'm sure
good
there's mad-
places to take my dates.
Okay,
but
and I'm
I
sure there's
would-
places that I can tell you
yeah,
that you probably
that's-
never heard
but
of,
that's
and
why
vice
I said
versa.
I appreciate it.
So it's not that you don't need it. You always need
Technically,
it.
I don't need it,
Not.
but
You
I
know
would
what?
appreciate
No,
it.
I'm not gonna give it to you now. That's fine. I hope you find someone that doesn't like any of the ideas that you have.
But why wouldn't I be open to her ideas?
Maybe she doesn't have any ideas. Maybe
Why
she's
would I
like,
date her?
maybe she's like, you know what? You're the man. I need you to court me, right? So you got a plan.
Right.
The man needs to be the planner.
Okay.
And then your ideas are like,
But my ideas would be based off her interests.
you don't know what her interests are. So maybe
But
what
you
her
have to
interests
do your research.
are nothing of what you would come up with. And maybe I have all the answers, but you don't want them.
I said I appreciate
But
it,
you don't
and
need
I'll
them.
take
That's
them.
being a little bit of a like douchebag. Like, you could have kept that part out. You could have just been like,
I
I appreciate
apologize,
that.
Mama Les. I didn't mean to be a douchebag. If
All
you
right.
have them, I'll take them, and I'll add them
I have a whole
to
bunch.
the repertoire of potential.
will send
Restaurant
them.
Week is coming up in New York. I don't know if the listeners or anyone is into that, but Restaurant Week is coming up. I think it's next week or the following week.
Yeah, it's usually like the third week of July.
But take advantage. You can go to a restaurant. They have preset menus for preset prices,
Yep.
and it's all the top restaurants. So if you maybe can't make it there, or it's a little
Is
out
that
of
the
your
one
price
in the
range
city,
during
or
regular
is that the
time.
one in? Because
No,
they have in
New York.
Jersey
They
too.
have a Jersey one too, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the one in New York. Take advantage and go try new restaurants and go try new foods and new menus and take your significant other to new spots and have fun, yo. Try new shit, man. And then Broadway Week is in January. If y'all never been to Broadway Week, tickets are 50% off, and you can book for the whole year. It doesn't have to be in that time frame. And go catch a Broadway show, bro. There's mad dope Broadway shows out right now.
Back to the Future, amazing.
You went to see it?
Oh my God, yes.
For real?
Yes, I went like, when was it? Months ago. Yeah, it's so good.
Did I what? I went to Beetlejuice.
Oh, I haven't seen Beetlejuice. How was it?
I saw Beetlejuice on Broadway.
It was good?
No, the movie.
Oh, the sequel.
no, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
yeah.
The sequel's coming out, but Broadway on
On Broadway, I
Beetlejuice
saw
on
Back to
Broadway
the
is
Future.
fire. Beetlejuice kept fucking with me because I was pretty in the front rows. Because when I go places, I don't like to just go, right? Because if I go to a concert, I don't want to go to a concert and sit in the nosebleeds because then I'm going to just be watching the screen, and I can watch the screen from home. So if we're going to go to Broadway, we're going to sit in the front row. If we're going to go to a concert, we're going to be as close as possible. To any event, I want to be like
Right.
there near the stage. When I took my niece to see SpongeBob on Broadway, we were in the first row. But when I went to see Beetlejuice, I think we were in the second row. But I had a corner seat, so Beetlejuice saw me, and he was like fucking with me throughout the night. But it was super dope, yo. Beetlejuice, I think it's actually leaving Broadway, so if you haven't caught it, try to catch it before it leaves. It might have actually left Broadway.
Back to the Future was great. I highly recommend
I want to see Back to the Future.
Oh my God, it was so good.
The Outsiders is on Broadway. I want to see that. I've never gone to see Cats, which is legendary, so I want to go see that.
I actually want to see Wicked. I haven't seen
I
it.
wanna
It's
see
been out
Wicked
for so
too, yeah.
long.
And The Lion King.
And I heard the Michael Jackson one was really
Oh, I
good
saw that
as
one.
well. It was good?
Michael Jackson's dope as hell. That dude, I don't know his name, but the guy that plays Michael Jackson, he's fucking amazing. The Lion King looks
I
really
hadn't
good.
before the Back to the Future. I hadn't been for a while. I think the last thing I saw and it was off Broadway. It was damn, what is it? Collard greens and fuck, what was it called?
Shit, I know what you're talking about.
The
collard greens
the
and-
Leguizamo
and-
guy.
Not collard greens and plátano,
No,
something like that.
yeah, I think
Something like
plátanos
that,
and
right?
collard greens or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. Yeah,
And it was dope.
it was dope.
Yeah. Broadway's dope. I enjoy the live entertainment atmosphere.
You
West
know
Side
what?
Story got to be dope too.
I haven't seen that, but my other friend Leslie, her daughter was one of like the dancers there. She's young. She's like I don't know,
Yeah.
12. She's done like dances for like Nicki Minaj, and she's like I don't know, like 12 or something.
Pedro and Shirley's niece,
And
right?
Shelley, yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
Shelley.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to Pedro and Shelley. Shout out to Gianna, killing it on the softball field, rocking out home runs and inside the Parkers. I'm watching the little highlights on the stories. She is killing it, bro. Shout out to her, man. That's a dope little family. Shout out to
Yeah.
the nerd. Let's talk religion and dating, which we've been trying to get to for like 3 weeks, but time always seems to evade us. Have you ever dated someone of a different religion and different beliefs, and how did it affect the relationship?
I don't want to say dated, but I went on a few dates with someone that was Muslim.
Is that not dated?
Yeah, but I don't think it got to the point where the religion would
Affect?
affect, right? Like it was just a few dates, right? There was nothing more than that.
Wow.
So it was just spending time together. So like he didn't drink, right? Which is perfectly fine with me, right? So but in conversation, even though his brother dated outside of the religion, but then she ended up converting. But even like my meals, right? Like what I would eat.
Yeah. They were
he's
haram.
he's sitting there eating one thing, and I'm like,
You're there with a pound of bacon.
yeah, like I'm like eating a big ass steak, like, but he was super cool about it,
Yeah.
right? But in my head, like I'm like, I don't know if I would see this going anywhere, right? Like, would he expect me to convert? And we never got to that
Right,
point
right.
of thinking that far ahead. I don't think it would have though.
With that.
I
But
don't
would
think
it-
I would make a great Muslim woman.
What if you really love the dude? What if it's Michael Ealy?
I don't know. And you know what? I probably don't even know enough about the religion to
Yeah.
be like, oh, I could do that. I don't know.
Islam is a very strict religion with like a very disciplined itinerary. So if anything, that's one of the harder religions to convert to and adhere to. I think Islam and Judaism are like the two hardest religions. I think Catholics don't care.
Yeah.
Like Catholics, because Catholicism, that's one of the foogiest religions, bro. Because they just do whatever they want, go to church, be like, yo, my bad, and then start over, and it's whatever.
Some news?
Joe Biden dropped.
Dead?
He dropped.
Dead?
No. He dropped.
Oh, he dropped out? Joe Biden dropped out? He's a
Now
quitter,
it's
bro.
coming out.
Really?
Oh, she's gonna lose like a motherfucker.
I got some news too. Read that.
Read it out loud.
He is not that cute. They're not talking about me.
No!
He's there. Yeah, I told him. Something about his teeth makes him look not so cute. They're talking about the cop. Ooh, damn! You see, so maybe it was just a good picture.
He's there.
So
with-
breaking
oh, that's
news:
so funny.
Joe Biden dropped out. Camilla's up, and the cop. He's where?
At the beach
Wow, with your friend?
with my sister and her
With
friend.
what sister?
Jess.
Oh, that nigga's on the list. Yo, cop dude, homeboy. I'll cut you, bruh. Word up. I'll cut
No,
you.
my
I'll cut
sister
him.
sent him the fucking picture.
No, your sister sent it to her friend. Your
Her
sister's
friend was
not
there.
texting him.
No.
Yo, I'll kill a cop, bruh. Quick.
Can we show the picture?
No, you're gonna make it hide.
How we made up like that. Hold on. I'll show the picture of
I'll show it.
But then you're gonna show the cop.
Who cares? Everybody knows.
No,
Why? Should we not?
Oh my
No, I don't know.
Les.
That's up to y'all.
So, all right. So, if you listen to the last episode, and actually, it was on Instagram. He came up, like that video, that same video came up on my Instagram.
Yeah.
So, he went viral, right? They call it like a really good side profile of him. A good looking guy.
Good dude, yeah. God bless
He
him.
happens to be local.
And a cop.
And so Dolly went and wanted to be all creative, right?
She
and
was
did
creative.
Her little
yeah.
Photoshop
magic, yeah.
And she created this picture after me speaking about him, right? Mind you, I don't know. the
Lustfully.
man, okay?
Let's get it straight. She wasn't just speaking about him. She was lusting after him and almost drooling on camera.
Joe, really?
Yes, really.
I was drooling.
Lustfully. Almost
I
drooling.
also said he's
Almost
too
drooling.
pretty
Which was just insecurities. Speaking.
and that he's my son's age.
Yeah, but you want some MILF shit.
No.
You don't know that.
Yeah.
So
you
when I
want
show
some
this
rock
right
the
here,
cradle right
Can
here.
you see it? Is it? Do I need to pull
Don't let it be
back?
blurry.
Closer.
Ay,
Closer?
ay, ay.
Closer. Yep, there you go.
So Dolly created this, and it was sent to him. And now he happens to be hanging out
Near Jess?
with Jess because my sister's friend knows him.
He's so worried about us.
Yo. No, I'm not worried because I'm very secure. And cop
I
man,
don't know. You sound
cop
a little
man
worried.
don't
You just threatened to kill a
doesn't
cop.
make me fear. Oh, that's light work. Yeah. If he's, oh, you know, if he crosses the line, I'm not just threatening to kill a cop for fun. If he was to be disrespectful, then, you know, I got to take action in protection.
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Someone's trouble right now.
Ooh! I don't even want to talk about dating and religion no more.
Wanna be named?
I got to go home and hit the gym, bruh. What time is it?
I don't want my
I'm gonna
name
joke
out.
here though.
I got to go work out. It's end the show. Men lie, women lie. I got to go hit the gym and get new tattoos and shit.
Oh shit!
Nah,
I
nah, nah,
can't.
nah.
Oh
I
man.
ain't digging this no more.
Oh shit.
So, question: if homeboy was to DM you,
No.
there's no chance no more.
No.
What if he's not really young? What if
I
you
don't-
find out
I
he's of
really,
age?
Like, I am not into, or I'm not anymore into guys that everybody wants. I don't want that.
But that's not his fault.
I know that's not his fault, but that's just not what I want.
So, but you're kind of punishing him for something that's out of
I'm
his
not
control.
punishing him. I don't want you.
What if he wants you?
You're not. Well, so what? We all want something we can't get.
Okay, mama.
So
love.
like,
My bad, player.
I just don't.
Okay.
That's not what I want.
All right, that's fair.
That's not attractive to me. That's not like.
But if he DMs you, no.
No, not at all.
He's young.
Not at all. Yes, he's young.
Y'all don't know that.
No, he's young.
Yeah.
He's young. Yeah.
But maybe he's
And
mature.
especially no, if he's friends with my sister's friends,
He's friends with
they're
your sister
young.
for real?
They're young.
Are you worried?
I'm gonna cut.
You just saw the message.
The message said some bullshit about him. I ain't worried about him.
What are you talking about? Look, she was like,
You're gonna kill Dolly. I know.
right.
Cameron
So
knows
that-
him.
You weren't supposed to say the name.
Oh my bad. Bleep that out.
I would have said it.
My bad. You got me here reading. I read aloud.
Forget it. Forget it. Next topic. I can't.
Religion. I don't know. Yo, just go to church, bro, and hope you find a good girl at church, man. I'm all off my tracks now. I'm off balance now.
You date someone and you believe in marriage and they don't.
Ooh. Then that's not
Um,
gonna go anywhere unless one of you are willing to settle. I think that
yeah,
if
y'all both
two
gotta know
people
what y'all
want the same thing
But that's not
and your
religion.
values align, right? And I mean like values like you have to if you're in two different religions, you have to talk about okay, if we have children, how are we gonna raise our children? Are we gonna raise them
But that's all
Are we gonna raise them
predetermined,
that?
yeah.
Right? Yeah, those are
You
conversations
have to have those.
you
Absolutely.
you would have. But I think if two people, if their values align and their communication is good, I think that they can make, and they both, right, see a vision for themselves. Like they see themselves together, they can make it work. Is it going to be tough? Of course. But I think if they have respect for each other, then that means they respect the religion you're in, the religion I'm in. And then are they going to continue separate religions, right? Or is one of them willing to convert? If
Would you
not,
be willing to convert for the right dude, for
you know
Mr.
what?
Perfect?
I'm not a religious person, right? So do I believe in God? Yes. Do I think that we need to be good people? Absolutely, right? I don't necessarily think that I need to be in a religion to be a good person, right? I have a good heart. I don't intentionally hurt people. And I do believe in a higher power, whether it's the universe, God, whatever people believe in, right? So I wouldn't be 100% opposed to converting, right? If that's the person that I want to be with, and if that's what they need, I'd be okay with it. but I would really have to do my research on the religion and what that means for me as a woman in their religion, right? Because it depends on the religion as well, right? Like, so what do I have to either give up or tame down, or you know what I mean, in order to be accepted in their religion? And if I'm converted, will their family still accept me? Right? Because I can convert, but their family is like, you're really not an OG, right? Like, you're not, you're the bootleg version. You know, I have a friend who was madly in love with her high school sweetheart, and he was Muslim, and her family, the reason they're not together is not because they didn't love each other, is because they would not accept her.
His family
would not accept her, and it got to the point that she was just like, I can't, right? It's his family. That's a big deal.
He's never going to leave them.
Right. Yeah. And I think to this day, they might still love each other. But they just can't. They just
Forbidden
can't,
love, yo.
You know?
Love is always more.
So much stronger, right? I think the foreboding of it makes it stronger. When somebody wants a female and, like, really cares for her and loves her, and her family just be hating and blocking and don't let him love her like he's supposed to, that just makes him love her more, you know?
Yeah. It's like what you want what you can't have.
I got it.
Thank you.
That's what I'm
Now I got it. I'm a little late.
yeah.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow, y'all love haters, yo.
We went over the hours.
Jeez. All right, so
You didn't draw Mr.
I don't know,
Don't
but
convert.
If anybody,
No,
if
no, I'm not
anybody
saying don't
has, right, has experience from that, where
Yeah.
maybe they met their partner and they were two different religions, and either they converted or they didn't, and they're still in
And
two
they still
different,
work
and
together,
it's
yeah.
still working, like, let us know. I would love
Yes.
to hear about that.
Yes, yes.
I
What did y'all
definitely think-
do? What hurdles did y'all overcome?
I think it would just be, you have to 100% communication. Like, communication has to be,
and understanding,
you know,
because
right, you have to
everything
understand.
is not going to be, everything's not going to work out
Right.
on some nice shit.
And I think, right, like a different level of respect, because you have to respect not only the person, right, but their beliefs.
Yeah.
So,
Not an easy task, but if it's for love, there's no mountain that cannot be climbed. You know what I'm saying? Or there's no forest that cannot be planted. There's no hater that cannot be overcome. You know what I'm saying? No matter how haterific they
the
are.
world is gonna think
And
I'm like a hater.
a blocker of love. A love blocker is worse than a cock blocker. Because cock block, sex, whatever, that shit comes and goes. But if you block love,
You don't even know her.
you don't know love. And we out on that note right there.